this about me, right? I'm fascinated by your background and what you're choosing to do and how you're going to get there. My degree, right? I'm supposed to be a high school biology teacher and a coach. So my undergraduate degree, which is the degree I have. I don't have a master's, right? I have an undergrad. Now, Ginger, my wife, who works at the university, has a PhD and has been in administration, teaches doctoral level classes. She's the brains, right? But my degree is, I have a degree in biology. So I have a bachelor's in biology with, I guess, a double major in secondary education.
Okay.
So a high school biology teacher. And then I minored in athletic coaching because I went to school in Wisconsin, River Falls. And so there you didn't get a license, you got a minor in coaching. So I'm supposed to coach high school volleyball, basketball, and track and field. That's what I was taught to coach, right? That's what I'm supposed to do. So how did I end up where I am, right? And how did I end up in business? Because that doesn't make any sense. And for me, that journey was one where I moved from community-based organizations where my first career was to work with the Boy Scouts of America, then I was United Way executive, then I became a Chamber of Commerce executive. Did that all in my first 10 years. Then I was a consultant for 4 years, and that was my time in Owatonna, about those 15 years. And then I came here to work on economic development 15 years ago. And what's similar about all of that, and even ties back to that degree, is that I have always been a community-based organizational executive leader, right? That's been my role, is to work with volunteer-based organizations. And the mission of those organizations aligns with my own personal mission, which I didn't really understand until probably about 10 years ago when I took some time with a personal coach to really understand what was my own personal mission in life. And for me, it's waking up in the morning and knowing that I have an opportunity to make the life of a community and those who live in that community better. Now, all of those things that I did, I was able to do that, right? Whether it was Scouting, United Way, Chamber Work, or here, I've been able to get up in the morning and focus on what is it I get to do on this canvas, which is business development. What do I get to do in that frame, that canvas, that's going to make this community, help contribute to making this a better community and the people who are part of it better? I get to do that every day. That's my personal mission. That's what I've done my entire career. And if you go back to being a high school biology teacher and a coach, isn't that what a teacher does? Yeah. And what a coach does is bring out the potential in somebody and help them be more than maybe they could be on their own. Help them achieve something, particularly a coach, help them achieve something that's probably part of a bigger collective will than it is an individual will. And unless you're doing track and field and you're going to teach somebody how to, be the best pole vaulter, which scrawny little me, I was a pole vaulter, right? Most of the time these are team activities. And you need a group of people to agree that it doesn't matter who gets the ball in the end zone, right? Or who carries the baton across the finish line last. It's just that we get there first, right? Or we have the most points. That's what I do, right? There's a lot of people who have competing interests in a community about what they want it to do and where they want it to go, but there is no mistaking that everybody wants the same outcome, which is as vibrant and vital of a community as we can have, where people can have a good life, right? And they can enjoy their life. And the community can have opportunities available to folks, and we can enjoy our time here. Everybody wants that. How we get there can be a little bit different. I just got to do it through this platform. So that's how I end up here, right? And that's why the passion that I've had is for it, because it's not, I wasn't trained. I didn't go to school to do this. Now granted, I've taken various professional experiences, etc., and learned along the way, right? How to recruit volunteers, how to fundraise, how to manage nonprofit organizations, all those sorts of things. But to a great degree, it's really about when people get to do something that's their passion and a gift, then they operate in a zone, right? It's a naturalness that comes to them. Sometimes Ginger, my wife, will accuse me of making the work look too easy, right? That I just make the job look easy. I'll take that as a big compliment. It's hard work, right? Community organizational work is really hard work. It's all those competing forces, right? People have different ideas. And how you navigate that, you can't do through control and dictating. It's never about, well, I say we're going to do this, and you get to do that. You don't get to do that, right? it's David, well, how do you feel about this? And John, how do you feel about this? And Ben, and where's our middle ground, and how do we, that's exciting to me, right? To be able to put people together and find common ground, let's agree where we're trying to go. So it's hard work, but what I've been most proud of is I've been able to surround myself in this organization with top shelf volunteers on my board and really talented professional staff. And they're what make it look easy, because I just got to come to work and support them, right? So that's sort of that's the professional journey of High End Up Here. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit, right? They're going to get to hire somebody new, right? Now they get to do that. And I've often wondered, what will that person's background look like? Will they demand that person has an MBA? I don't know, right? I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would.
Like if you're going to lead the business